Thornbridge Manor, the Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson, and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
This is a private area, sir. Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle.
Please wait. Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor.
What was that noise? Killer.
Hmm?
Someone.
Mr. Whitmer, thank God you're here. Can I take you to Madame Carlyle?
Yes, please.
If you'd follow me. I know I oughtn't say anything, but I'm so relieved you're here. Everything's just so strange. Preparing for Madame's funeral, and then she turns up alive. But then the awful business with her brother Zachary, and all this security. I've never seen the place guarded like this, and I dare say I don't like it at all. Well, this is what I mean. You have to be patted down before you see Madame Carlyle inside. Oh, I could just cry.
You guys planning to keep the home grounds at Oval?
I think so. A funeral is a big event. A lot of important people will be here.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madam Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've traveled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir. I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with me if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47. Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity. Zachary was shopping for New Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal. You've likely not exhausted the room for clues, 47. It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10
just
o'clock
remembered I went
last
for a
night.
stroll
Well,
behind
that means the
greenhouse
staff were
last
off duty.
night. Maybe that's
And
where it
Madame
is.
Carlyle and her security
My lost
didn't
butler.
arrive until this
One
morning.
you couldn't find at the graveyard.
That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only
Now,
persons here
good
when he
idea.
died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here is the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
This is very useful information, 47. So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues first? That is the door to Rebecca's room.
Aaron Ford Jr. calling. It doesn't exist. Right. I'll double check and get back to you.
JHQ, how copy? Can you confirm the alarm I'm hearing? Okay, roger that. Hello? I know you're here somewhere. This is Rogue on point. We're clear. Area secure.
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
But he was such a gentleman. He gave me his coat and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own kind.
You mean like Chris? He treated me like shit. All he wanted to do was play stupid video games. Never any romance. I deserve romance.
I need to stop thinking about Emma all the time, but she just makes me so angry.
What is it?
She turned up and demanded to be put up in Madame Carlyle's bedroom. Weird that you've headed the family off. She's only been.
Yo, Anne, what's up? Relax, man. I said I'd get you money. It's just gonna take a little longer. Jeez, and how's that my fault? Calm the fuck down, Ant. You know I'm good for it. I'm a Carlisle. I'm made of money. Just lean back and enjoy the interest. Meanwhile, I'm gonna hang up. Let's talk when you calm the fuck down.
Patrick Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. So, is that it?
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexei used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow...
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary tops himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
Sorry, no private eyes here, Mr. Falcone. Bye-bye.
I received the vault
All right,
token
there.
for the Milton Fitzpatrick London Bank. Did I understand correctly that I should give it to Rebecca in case of your death?
Exactly. She holds the other one. I want her to have the file on Arthur Edwards if I die.
You're not fearful she will be in trouble if she knows?
She will start digging when she realizes things don't add up, inevitably getting her in trouble. I'd rather she knew who she's up against. She's clever and resourceful. Who knows, maybe she'll be able to hit him where it hurts. But I don't want her to get involved prematurely. Hopefully she'll never have to get involved at all. For centuries, the Carlyles have fought to prosper. All of us. I know.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do. How's everything coming along, Elaine?
Very well.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I? I spent the evening with Patrick. We met after dinner and I went home at 1 a.m. He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers outside the house?
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out and we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlyle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor.
How are things coming along inside? Is everything ready for tomorrow?
I'm getting a headache from all the decisions. I mean, pram or stroller, comfort her or not. Should I ask her to marry me? What if she says no? I think this big funeral thing tomorrow. It's the last thing I need.
You'll be fine, Robbie. Kids are great.
And I tell you what Emma did when she arrived.
What is it now?
Elaine saw her on the top floor, stroking the door to Alexa's office. I kid you not.
And her son Patrick is just as bad. Just look at Rosie.
Yikes!
She has no respect.
Shit!
Anyone!
Girls like that.
Help! Me! Oh!
Anyone copy? We got reports of trouble in the neighborhood.
Keep your heads down. He's going for a headshot.
shot. He's somewhere over there, lads. Free to engage. I've got eyes on Tango. Yes.
Jeff is dead! Jeff was my best buddy, you bastard!
Command, I've got a body here at my 20. Please advise. Over. Everyone calm down. What is going on here?
We've got a situation. Probably some punk kid making life miserable for everyone.
Do we have a description of the suspect?
I can't give you an ID. It went really fast.
That's a token for a vault in the Milton Fitzpatrick London Bank. You need a pair, and you gain access no questions asked. I bet that's where Madame Carlyle keeps a copy of the Edwards file.
What? I need backup. Heads up, people. We have a situation here. Leave the area in an order. Zulu, over. We've got multiple casualties. Right, the same guy. Stairs are clear. Moving on. All right, look alive. We're moving out. You need to clear this.
No!
Jeez!
Damn it! I'm hit! Oh, God! Christ! God, no! The bastard got me! Oh, God!
That's Madame Carlyle taken care of. Time to get the file on Arthur Edwards. This all confirms that Arthur Edwards stole everything from Madame Carlyle. Perhaps you should let her know how bad it is, 47.
Hello, this is Cassandra Cox, Edward's ex-wife. I don't know what's going on at your house, but Edward is losing it.
Rugby washout.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
attack!
How's everything coming along, Elaine?
Very well, Mr. Fernstein.
Make sure you focus on your work.
I will.
I don't need one. May I get you anything, Mr. Patrick?
Privacy?
Maybe stop keeping an eye on. Who put you up to this? Mother?
Patrick token to Madame Carlyle's daughter.
Rebecca? Yes. She's insistent, that one. She kept asking all kinds of questions. Who had the other one? Why I gave it to her, that sort of thing. You did make sure she didn't see you give the other one to the butler?
Of course.
News, I'm afraid. We don't have any extra fuses. Ethel looked everywhere.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. No power, no portrait.
Oh, Madame Carlyle will be furious.
So, Madame Carlyle wants a picture taken. If you were to assist with the myth...
She expects the family photo to be done any...
Hey, back off of it, would you?
Oh, Madame Carlyle will be furious. She expects the family photo to be done any moment now.
I need this shoot to happen, okay? And I need it to be perfect. Can't we just take a fuse from another fuse box?
I guess we could do that.
Good. I'll finish setting up, and then we'll grab the fuse just before you call down the family.
Good. Yeah, that's a good plan.
No offense, but please get out of my face.
I'll never get how the rich do this. All this fuss for a pretend funeral. And why not do a photo shoot because we're all down? Talk about messed up moments. And who's carrying the load?
Finally, all set up. Will you let the family know, please?
Perfect. They'll be right down.
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma.
Down by the fountain.
She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is there anything else you want to ask?
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing.
About the shoot, I have a lot to do.
Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have a lot to see to.
Hey there.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
It's just in front of the
yes,
fountain.
this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor.
Too much to ask.
My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can do to help?
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure,
Listen,
he was upset by
everyone.
my supposed death.
I understand that you have a lot of questions. Please be
But
patient.
he seemed
for a
more
little
engaged than
longer.
usual.
I will address you in the sitting room.
You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk.
Right, get in position.
Did you know that he hadn't left
Let's
Thornbridge
get
Manor
this
in nearly
over
50 years? His plants, mother, and the staff, all the company he had. If that's all, I have a speech to...
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And mother will surely have strong opinion on it.
Could we have one more? We're having such a jolly good time, aren't we?
Gregory Carlyle.
Have you ever heard of knocking?
Can you tell me where
Well,
you were
you need to
yesterday
leave.
evening?
Well, you're wondering about
my
Do you
alibi,
mind?
Mr. Detective?
I need to be left
Well,
alone, okay?
I left Thornbridge around.
I'd really
half
appreciate
eight
it if you
for
left.
With Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary and my obnoxious sister and wife sporting another one of her headaches.
What are you
would
doing?
be fate worse than
You
death.
gotta leave right now.
The
Please.
short of it. Zachary
Do you
was very
mind?
alive.
I
when
need
we
to be
left.
left alone.
I
okay?
stayed for the last shout. And
Have
I
you
was
ever heard of
back
knocking?
here just
Well,
before midnight.
you need to leave.
Anything else you want to pry from my?
I'd really
Tell me about
appreciate it
Zachary.
if you left.
Huh.
Do you mind?
Such a sad old
I need to be
sod.
left alone.
A bit heavy
okay?
on the bottle. But who would
Have you
blame
ever
him?
heard of knocking?
Only company
Well,
he had
you
was
need
his
to
rare
leave.
plants. Mother.
What are you doing?
Travels more than
You
she
gotta
stays
leave
here.
right now.
Honestly, I can't
Please.
say which is the bigger bore.
Do you
He's
mind?
better off dead.
I need to be left
Is that
alone, okay?
Not
Emma
very
Carlyle.
thorough.
I'd really
Tell me
appreciate
where
it
you
if
were
you
yesterday
left.
evening.
Surely
What are you
I'm not
doing?
a suspect.
You gotta
I
leave
need to
right
account
now.
for everyone.
Please.
Well, I spent
we
the
have one
evening with
more?
our family.
I need
I
to be
got an
left
awful
alone,
migraine and I had to
okay?
take to bed. Everyone can
really
attest to
appreciate
that.
it if you left.
I believe I went up when the
What are
boys
you
sat down
doing?
for a drink around.
You gotta leave
8
right
o'clock.
now.
Is that all?
any longer.
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence
Have
was
you ever heard of
always
knocking?
awkward.
Well,
How do you have a
need to
meaningful
leave.
conversation with a man who only cares
Do you
about
mind?
farms?
I need to be left alone.
In my opinion,
okay?
Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended.
You gotta leave right
She
now.
supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him
I'd really
live
appreciate it if
Anything
you
else
left.
you want?
Have you noticed anything else
Have you ever
out
heard
of the
of
ordinary?
knocking?
Nothing special
Well,
comes
you
to
need
mind.
to leave.
Except,
What are you
perhaps, I
doing?
did get a feeling
gotta
that
leave
Zachary
right
was
now.
depressed, not
Please.
just sad.
Do you
I
mind?
suppose he
I
realized that
need
he
to be
had
left
no one
alone,
with Alexa
okay?
gone. Even
Have you ever
Alexa
heard of
must feel the
knocking?
pangs of guilt
Well,
over that
you
one,
need to leave.
letting him believe she was dead.
What are you doing?
And
You
again,
gotta leave right
guilt
now.
isn't her strong
Please.
suit.
Do you mind? I need to be left alone, okay?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Oh, I could listen all day. He pours emotion into that.
I shouldn't gossip, but that Emma woman is a tad too busy for my taste. Tell me, she's golden.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I?
It's so unfair.
I spent the evening with
Just
Patrick.
discovered Zachary's dead body and was
We met after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning. He said he needed someone real to talk to.
Things will change around.
When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
50 years ago.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers outside the house?
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out and, we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlyle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor.
Did all the groceries arrive? I heard some of the delivery people were unhappy with the security at the gate. But that is safe with Ethel. She never misses a step. Gossiping and words both.
Zachary, then?
But you're right. It's beautiful.
Looking
Mr.
good,
Fernsby?
man.
Mr. Whitmer.
Looking good.
You have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
Gutenberg, hello.
Yeah, listen. No, listen. I understand, but you need to talk to Anthony about that.
Calm down. Yes, I understand. It's just typical that Annie gets to help the photographer. I'm the pretty one. But work, that's all I do.
I don't believe for a second that Zachary committed suicide. We'd only just run through his plan for the spring seedlings yesterday.
Yes, sure. But he was upset believing his sister was dead.
I'd say worried about how things would be handled with Gregory and Emma taking over. I said they let him stay here, but Ethel was sure Emma would throw him out first chance she got. And now we'll never know.
Oh, my. You're taking this hard, aren't you?
You there? You have to help.
Feeling of disappointment when you
Touch that. Get your hands off.
Think about it. With celebrity expert very aware of your feelings about Dylan Stark and his music practice.
Anyone got eyes on Kane?
Visual! God, help!